Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 5 Dragonfire The Thief Path. Well, we are just starting the Rite of Destiny. I'm running down to Erasmus's house to see if he might have anything helpful to say. Although I know for a fact he won't because of one thing that will happen at around the time this rite starts. In this case, the area is silent but for the subtle sound of the nearby stream. Nothing happens when you kick the portal. That's a bit worrying. And we can go ahead and unequip. Honestly, I can unequip the glowing chainmail as well, but might as well keep some armor around.
Greetings,
And nothing from her.
It is a good day, is it not? A fine day for flying, if one could fly. The notice board said that you would be off to find your destiny. I hope it is not lost too badly. I am getting much better. I used to take a lope outside the city gates every morning, but things were getting so much dangerous that I could not. Now that you have driven off the bad soldiers, I can run off all the rice I eat again. There was talk that after your last meeting in the Hall of Kings, several arguments were heard. Dr. Mobius the scientist was most displeased about the Rite of Destiny, and he said to his person Gort that they will have to try something to even the odds in the next contest. The woman warrior Elsa was also heard to show her displeasure to Minos. It seems that he wished to take Elsa directly to this island of Delos, and Elsa wished to find her way there herself. She said that she does not take his orders, and he said yet, and she was most angry. This is all very interesting, is it not?
Yes, it is.
I have seen a man to fly once without wings or other magic. It is something that I painted in the picture to show that this was true, and that I did not make up such a thing. For some reason, people still did not believe what I saw. Holy cow! I did not know that destiny was so hard to find. I always thought that the future comes to you, whether you look for it or not.
There is some wisdom in that.
Good luck in your quest for destiny. I have learned that one can build the future from what one does today. Namaste. Thank you.
And we're going to need one more amphora than I bought. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we can go ahead and check in with Chakra real quick.
Habari, my friend. How may I aid you? The Rite of Destiny will be difficult to accomplish only because Delos is far from here, across the most dangerous of waters. No boat will dare sail there unless it could sail through the sky.
Hint, hint.
The Rite of Destiny will be difficult to accomplish only because Delos is far. Even if you made the wings again, they could not get you to Delos. The wind is wrong for that. You will need to find a flying device that you can control.
Like a balloon, say.
Delos is a very interesting place. There is a good deal of magic there. It is well worth visiting. However, the Sibyl of Delos must be treated with respect. She reads the strands of the future. I am still upset about my father and the events in Silmaria. Erasmus is still asleep. I am worried, my friend. Very worried.
Erasmus is asleep.
Farewell, and I hope that your destiny is favorable.
And yeah, this is one of the bits where you not doing things in a certain order can lead to some slight sequence breaking.
welcome.
Because it's expected that you will try and take the dragon scales immediately to Salim, because he did request some dragon scales for his fireproofing potion.
Did you hear the latest news? The weird wizard has fallen asleep and can't be awakened. Something even stranger than usual is going on there.
We fear the Archmage Erasmus has been drugged in some manner. It is a pleasure in this time of so many hardships to see your friendly face. It disturbs me, this drug that has stricken the Archmage. I have heard of sickness from which the victim will fall asleep, but not one from which they will not awaken. The wizard Fenris assured us that his companion was not suffering from a magical spell, nor did I find signs of illness upon the Archmage. Thus I believe that it must be some sort of drug of which we do not know. He appears to sleep peacefully, but it is strange. Like the coma that those poisoned by the assassins suffer, it is a sleep that brings no healing to the body. It is a sleep without rest. I know that you grieve for your wizard friend. Here, take these magical flower seeds. They grow almost overnight and spread great beauty and fragrance. I hope that this will make your journey less sad.
Yeah, flowers soothe the soul. See ya.
And these flower seeds are a very important item if you intend to romance a certain character later in the game. Not Elsa, obviously. But you can put them to another use if you are not intending to romance this other person. Selim is very pleased because now he can make some fireproofing oil.
With all the murders going on here, I bet I know who did it. It must have been the druggist and the apothecary with the poison.
Beloved, you are the druggist.
Oh, that's right. I've got an alibi. Guess it was someone else then. I'm delighted that my business has boomed so, but it's kind of a bummer when you think about the why of it. We're trying to figure out what kind of drug has Erasmus out of it, but we really need to get some of the drug to tell for sure. Let me know if you happen to score any of it. Julinar and I were teleported to this really cool place by a talking mouse. It sounds wild, but we weren't tripping, honest. It was so mellow there, we just sort of floated around. We couldn't get the whiz to wake, but other than that, it was totally neat. If Colonel Mustard comes up to you carrying the lead pipe, don't trust him. I suspect he eats meat and has other nasty habits.
Let's go ahead and buy some fireproofing. And in fact...
Hey, thanks! This'll really help me keep the shop going so I can make some more good pills and potions.
Yeah, 100 fireproofing might be overkill, but when we need it, we're going to need a lot of it.
Good to see you again.
And I don't think we have any more conversation options from them. No, we don't. And as I said before, I don't think Andre has anything useful to say after he takes us to General Claudius, but we can still go talk to him.
The Hydra is dead! It is amazing! I managed to sail near Hydra Island last night. As long as I swing the boat near the shores of the islands, I am not attacked by the Tritons. Yasas! It is good to know that the Hydra could not defeat you. As soon as I heard the rumor that the Hydra had been destroyed, I tried to see if I could get there. Unfortunately, by the time I got near the island, it was time to return. The islands near Hydra are known to have fierce monsters living there. We fishermen have always avoided that area. I think that is why the Tritons did not attack my ship last night. They did not expect me to be in that area. I have been told stories of the Hydra in my youth. It must have been a great honor to defeat such a legendary creature. I wish you good luck on your next rite. I'm certain you will need it.
Oh, he's not wrong.
So what do you want?
And yeah, nothing new from Fola, sadly enough. Oddly enough. The top book of this deck is titled Around the World in a Balloon by Yule's Journ. As you glance through the writings, you see instructions for building a balloon. The narrator intones, having purchased a quantity of cloth, I had my housekeeper sew the material into the shape of a pomegranate. The writer further speaks, I managed to procure the sicky sap of a tree that had been burned for a long time. This made an excellent formula for windproofing the balloon material. The text goes on, I attached this balloon to a large basket by means of a rope. A metal brazier filled with coals provided the hot air to fill the balloon bag, causing the balloon to rise into the air. Near the end of the book you read, unfortunately, the nature of a balloon is to float wherever the wind will blow it. Next time I decide to travel in this manner, I will attach wings to the basket, and thus control my passage. The end.
You know, there are some nice-looking women in Silmaria. I got my eye on a couple of beauties. Nothing like a little romance to put some fire in your blood. That's a ways away from here. Be kind of tricky to get there, but it's worth it. The Sibyl can be kind of cold at times. She hangs out in that old temple, what remains of it. Takes a little gold offering to bring her around. The Dryads, though, they're worth the whole trip themselves. The thought of that magical glade brings the chill of real beauty through my heart even now. Takes a real gift to get them going, though. Something to really sink their roots into and send the life sap soaring. If you haven't danced with the Dryads, boy, you've never danced at all. Let me think, what did she call me? Oh, yeah. Here's a moment from my past that's rather appropriate here. I dallied with the Dryads in their hidden oaken glade, pirouetted with the pixies as I sang a serenade. I tried to flirt with Sibyl as she told me of my fate. She laughed and called me Eros, but I didn't get the date. Learning one's fate isn't much fun at times. Seems like you always see the bad parts of the future. Can be a little depressing. Remember though, fortune tellers never say things straight. What they tell you may be right, but it's always subject to interpretation. Watch for all meanings of the words when you hear your destiny. Wish I was going with you to Delos. Have to get back there sometime after I finish writing this book.
So yeah, a little bit more advice of stuff to do. So we'll need to get our Hippocrene water, something to make the Dryads dance, our sheet, our brush, and I believe that is all we need at the moment.
How's your day, Jose? You know...
And yeah, nothing new from Anne this time. And we'll check in with Toro real quick. Oh, Nelson's here.
Hiroman and Elsa kill Hydra good. Both do good.
I could not have won without your help. We work together well.
Hydra bad. Hiroman and Elsa good. Hydra dead. Glad both did good. Make Toro happy. See both happy. Elsa like Hiroman. Elsa think Hiroman fight good. Keep watch for Killerman. Keep live, Hiroman.
And just to test things a bit more.
You are giving me these flowers? They are very pretty. No one but my father has given me flowers before you. My thanks, but I have no need of this.
And again.
What need have I of this? No, thank you.
Alright, well. Can't say I didn't try.
It matters not who was judged the winner of this rite. We both did well against the Hydra. We should both have won. I had an argument with Minos this day. He does not think we should have worked together against the Hydra. He is a fool, and I have told him so. He is not used to anyone telling him such things, and he does not like it. With the treasure from the Hydra's cave, we could both be wealthy and not need to compete to be ruler. It is obvious we are not in this for the money.
No, I'm in this for a shitload of money.
You have done much since we first met. You are very much a hero. I look forward to our next quest together.
Oh, so there's going to be another quest together. Good sign, good sign. But alas, we must go and face our destiny alone. I think this may be another one of those all-day journeys, but I think we can just about manage it. In this video, and unlike the last one, we have a little bit more time to accomplish this. Unfortunately, we do have to make another trip out to Science Island. Because we have everything we need to make a balloon except for a basket, and it also has to be a basket we can steer. Luckily, you may have noticed that there is a ship of some type. In the waters just off Science Island. And we're rocking, we're rolling, wandering down the way.
Welcome back to Science Island. I trust you're spending your time well with experimental research. I've been studying ways to get whiter whites and more colorful colors. Unfortunately, relatively few of the sheets have survived the process thus far. Well, none, actually.
Bit of a hint there if you haven't figured out you need to use your sheets to build a balloon.
I'm beginning to get a bit peeved. The new king should be someone who can think, not one who listens to the nonsense spouted by oracles. It's a shame you no longer have the wings. Through the air is the best way to get to Delos. Some scientists here tried to put wings on a gondola once, but they couldn't get it to fly very far. Well, actually, it crashed almost as soon as it took off. We built a crane to retrieve the winged gondola, but no one has had time to continue that particular experiment. Here's a scientific conundrum for you. What is lighter than air?
Very small
Why
rocks.
does smoke rise and rain fall? Because smoke is hotter than the outside air and seeks to escape to a cooler atmosphere. Rain is cold and so seeks the warmer ground. So, what is lighter than air? Hot air. We should not have to waste our time or Gort sending him to Delos. What can he learn from an oracle? This is the stupidest one yet. Getting to Delos is an interesting challenge, but why would one want to go there? Oracles are for people who can't make up their own minds, usually because they don't have any. The crane outside. It is quite a remarkable invention, able to move in multiple degrees of freedom while lifting very heavy objects. Of course, it's not the easiest thing in the world to program. One must plan ahead and perform each step in its proper order. Good luck on your journeys. There's something new to learn everywhere.
Well, and controls for the crane are right there. Let's see, so we need to have it open. rotation might be 100. And the extension is 5. Or maybe the rotation is 5 and the extension is 10. Ah. Wrong way. Let's try 50. 90. Okay, so maybe the extension is 100. Oh, that's closer. Almost got it. Let's try close. Well, I think the angle's right. We just need to extend it a bit more. Okay, now if we close it this time... Ha-ha! Alright, so from here... rope, we're going to need our goo. You place the sheet sewn by Gnome Ann upon the winged gondola. You smear the goo over the covered sheet to make sure this thing holds hot air. You secure the windproof sheet to the gondola. You carefully place the brazier under the opening of the sewn sheet, but the whole brazier does nothing. Well, good thing we've got a tinderbox. The balloon inflates from the hot air of the brazier, and the winged gondola begins to rise. You quickly seat yourself and begin pulling on the oars to flap the wings. Now here comes a step which most people forget while doing this part, because we now have a means of flying, but we have to stop before we go to Delos. And we have to go back to Silmaria. Why? Because we have to tell Wolfie that the balloon worked. And you don't seem to get a chance to do this at any other point later in the game. So we better do it now. Pardon me.
Namaste. You are building a machine that flies? This is very thrilling. I will be looking in the air to be seeing it. Thank you for letting me hear about this. My tail will not stop wagging for days.
Greetings.
And I think eventually the other merchants will ask you about the flying.
Welcome.
Forgive my manners today. I am distracted by what has happened to Erasmus. You are very welcome here. Erasmus and Fenris are friends of mine. Although Erasmus may seem a little strange, he is kind. Many a night have I spent at his house, playing magical games, talking, and drinking tea. We have had good times together. This drugging greatly disturbs me. It makes me wonder what next disaster will strike Silmaria. I just cannot understand why anyone would want to harm Erasmus. He is a friendly, amusing person as well as a powerful archmage. He seldom interferes in Silmaria. The only thing he did recently was to summon you here. Fenris is enough of a magic user to keep all Erasmus enchantments running while Erasmus sleeps. Otherwise, it could be disastrous. Fenris is very upset at the situation, but he seems to be handling things. The drug does not appear to be magical in nature. The healer Julinar says that it is similar to sleeping sickness. She does not yet know how to cure it, but she is doing everything she can think of to awaken Erasmus. I will let you know if there is more news about Erasmus. Farewell, and good luck!
Good to see you again.
And nothing new here, I think. No. Alright, well, with that done... I really should have sold him my shrink spell. But you know what, I'll take care of that off camera. Because it's getting close to the half-hour mark, and there's not much else we can do today. So I'm going to go ahead and close this chapter out here, and next time, we will make our way to Delos and the Oracle. See you then, and thanks for watching.